First of all, I would like to thank you for being present here in this very important press briefing on a very important and historic day when our great nation, India, under the leadership of Prime Minister Mr. Modi, is seeing a great hope in the coming times. Today is a landmark day because today the government under leadership of Prime Minister Modi have completed its 11 years. The 11 years of transformation, the 11 years of poverty alleviation, the 11 years of the transformation of our country, the 11 years of paradigm shift in the thought process and governance, the 11 years which are very important to drive our nation from such a state of avishwas, hopelessness, to a commitment to take our nation and make it a developed nation in next 25 years by 2047. Dear friends, under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, India has embarked on a new journey. That is a journey of development during this Amrit Kal of a developed India focusing on service, good governance, and welfare of the poor people. At the heart of every scheme by the Modi government lies public welfare aimed at making the lives of ordinary citizens easier and taking the nation to the new heights on the global stage. Over past 11 years under Prime Minister Modi's leadership, the government has secured our borders, established inner peace in our country and stability in our country, strengthened the economy and brought technology to every citizen, rather introduced technology for the welfare of citizen and good governance. The tenure of Modi government will be etched in the golden words in the annals and the history of our great nation. This period is emerged as a golden era, a time of Sankalp ki Siddhi, fulfillment of vows, working towards developed India and self-reliant India, that is Atmanirbhar Bharat in this Amrit Kal. Today, 11 years are a testament of vision, a testament of dedication. This journey was not undertaken by Prime Minister Modi alone, but was a collective effort involving dedication, sacrifices, and dreams of 140 crore Indians. Every Indian's contribution has been vital in transformation of national destiny. The government and reforms of these years have laid a strong foundation for India's future growth and global stature. Just as it is difficult to summarize an entire life into a few pages, it is equally challenging for me to encapsulate 11 years of continuous progress and journey of transformation in a speech or a press briefing. Today, under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, where there is a technology, there is a progress. Where there is a BJP government, there is a welfare for the poor. Governance is now seen as service, emphasizing efficiency and citizen-centric approaches. The government has become participative, involving citizens and stakeholders in decision making. Good governance has become a culture ingrained in the administrative practices and public policies. India has embarked on its Amrit Kal, a golden period leading up to its 100th independent anniversary, that is year 2047, with the goal to become a developed nation. The mindset has shifted significantly. Before 2014, people used to think, how will this happen? It is not possible. We cannot do it. But today, the people of India think like it will happen and it must happen, because if Modi is there, it's possible. Modi hai to mumkin hai. This reflects a positive, confident and forward-looking national attitude. Modi government introduced a policy of performance in Indian politics, emphasizing result over rhetoric. The government has evolved into a responsible and accountable entity committed to reform, perform and transform our country. Prior to 2014, India was plagued by corruption, scams, policy paralysis and appeasement politics. Today, the focus of the government is on development, innovation and transformation, shifting the nation's narrative from negativity to the positive progress. Earlier, benefits of government schemes often failed to reach the intended beneficiaries due to middlemen and corruption. Now, direct benefit transfer are creating transparency and ensuring funds directly credited into citizens and beneficiaries' bank accounts. Healthcare has seen a revolutionary change. Ayushman Bharat provides free treatment and reducing fear of medical expenses in the minds of common people. India was once heavily dependent on import, but today it leads to export thanks to initiatives like Make in India, PLI schemes, and other supporting measures taken by the government. This shift has empowered India to stand on its own feet economically and strategically. The era of Modi's governance has transformed the political culture from corruption and appeasement to development and innovation. The government has nurtured participatory, transparent and accountable administrative culture, making governance a service rather than a burden. India's journey in the past 11 years reflects a commitment to seva, that is service, sushashan, that is good governance, and Garib Kalyan, that is welfare of the poor people. This period makes the beginning of a new chapter where India is confidently progressing towards becoming a developed nation, a Viksit Bharat. As we approach 2047, the foundation laid during these years provides a strong platform for future generations. The last 11 years exemplify determination, reform and inclusive development. India stands today as a resilient, innovative and self-reliant nation ready to take on new challenges and achieve new heights. Dear friends, under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi ji, in last 10 years, because of the big and difficult decisions taken by the government, 30 crore people, 300 million people have come out of the poverty line. They have now got the chance to live in the middle income group and have seen the change in their life. On the other hand, the confidence of the poor people have grown up, and now they are thinking and have a great confidence that the government is standing behind us to bring change in our life. This new ray of hope in the poor people has changed the entire mindset of our country, and now people of India is thinking with a new approach and with a new dimension that our country can also grow and become a developed nation. We all have seen during the COVID days, when the pandemic was there, all around the world, everybody was frightened, everybody was concerned, and it was a big challenge to the humanity and human lives all across the world. We have seen and observed that how frightened the entire world and the developed nations especially was. They were more concerned about India, where there is a lack of infrastructure. But we have seen the approach, how under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, India have taken. That was a classic case study for the rest of the world, where with the power and the positive attitude of the people of India, we could defeat and we could come out of that great pandemic. We are concerned and we are so deeply touched with the life people who have lost their life during that pandemic. But still, if we look around, the impact of the COVID economically and otherwise to the developed and developing nations, India is a classic case study where we have not only saved our people, but also we have developed our vaccines, and not only one vaccine but also two vaccines, and vaccinated entire population twice and simultaneously giving them a booster dose also. That was a great achievement. And simultaneously during the COVID period, the way India has emerged as a pharmacy of the world, and India have given the vaccines to the rest of the world, and other technologies which we have developed during that has elevated the image of our country in the eyes of the people all across the world, all across the different countries in the world. Simultaneously, during the recent Pahalgam incident, and after that, the way India have responded via Operation Sindoor, and prior to that via Uri and Pulwama, after Uri and Pulwama via surgical and air strike, the way India has responded, that any activity which is going against India or any terror attack in India, India is not going to spare. We are going to reply it, rebuttal it very heavily, and whosoever and wherever he is, maybe in India or outside the India, will have to pay a heavy price. The way India have rebutted during surgical strike and air strike, the impact was so clear and loud that for 6 years continuously there was no major terror attack they could imagine or they could do in our country. But in after this, when we have demolished entire infrastructure of terror supporters, and the training camps and their office and infrastructure have been demolished, I am sure that now nobody will have a courage to again do any terror activity in our country. During this transformational journey of 11 years, we have seen the transformation not only the infrastructure, we have seen transformation not only in the governance models, we have seen the transformation not only in the self-reliance in the defense sector, we have seen transformations not only in the manufacturing sector, we have seen the transformation in the export sector also. Now India, which used to be the biggest importer of technical goods, white goods, and also mobiles, now it has become one of the largest producer, manufacturer, and exporter in the world. India, which used to be known as the biggest importer of defense equipments and weaponry systems, now India, we have created, we have reaching towards the self-reliance, and now we have become we are one of the 10 largest exporting nation in the defense equipment sector also. This is how our great country have transformed, and now we have arrived on such situation where entire world is looking towards the progress of India. Simultaneously, this is the period when India's cultural renaissance is happening. India, which in the great Indian civilization, which was attacked many centuries continuously to reign our great the cultural traditions and systems, but now transformation had happened, and all our cultural places, they have seen the new transformative improvement, development. People of India have started appraising their traditional practices, their cultural practices, their religious practices, and simultaneously our religious centers have seen the transformational journey during this 11 years of time. During this 11 years of time, we all have seen that under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi ji, many artifacts, more than 600 plus artifacts and antiquities which were stolen or through illegal routes have taken outside our country, they have brought back in India. Now we are working to bring many more antiquities and historical goods and goods of historical importance which are lying, which have taken out of our country to our country, bring it back. India is on the transformative journey of the cultural renaissance. Our many cultural practices which were in the state of vanishing, now they have been redeveloped and reoriented by the support of government in this 11 years of time. All the states in this era of Mr. Modi, they have seen the cooperative federalism. Every state is seeing the transformative journey, and all the states are competing with each other healthily to develop, to contribute in development of our nation. This 11 years transformative journey of our beloved country under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi have reinforced a new ray of hope and regenerated a confidence in the people of India that our country can be developed, that our country can become a Viksit Bharat. We have come out of that the mindset which was there that we are a poor country and we cannot do anything without the support of the external forces. But now our country, our people of our country are confident that we will regain and we will re-emerge as the friend of the world, as a Vishwa Bandhu of the world. The India's image have been changed, and no platform all across the world it is possible that any voice which is against India or not in favor of India can be placed anywhere in any platform. Maybe it is G7, maybe it is G20, maybe it is BRICS platform or any other platform. Everywhere the India's story and India's words are respected, listened, and are followed by rest of the world. With these words, dear friends, I once again thank you. And as I have said that it is very difficult for me to encapsulate the entire story and the development story of 11 years of Modi-led government, but I have tried to touch the points in the macro form for you, just to give you an orientation. Thank you very much. Thank you. I think first we talk about 11 years story, then we'll talk about Rahul Gandhi. Yeah.
He's speaking about this 11 years thing that has been told. And he says that government have stopped talking about the present and now selling the dreams of 2024.
I couldn't make out what Rahul Gandhi wants to say.
He says that who will see what a country is facing today? And you're talking about the government start talking
See,
about the present.
I just wish to remind Mr. Rahul Gandhi ji through you and your media channels that he should not forget that when 2014 Modi came into power, 12 crore Indian households in the rural India, they were not having toilet in their houses. 60 crore population of India and almost 30 plus crore women of India, the girls of India, they had to compromise every day with their dignity because of not having the toilets in their houses. 4 crores people were not having electricity in their houses. 16 crore houses in the rural India were not having quality good water through taps in their houses. There were 12 crore plus ladies and the families who were not having a good cooking fuel in their houses, no gas connection in their houses. So Rahul Gandhi and his party has no moral right to speak like this. They should see the data, they should see the transformation, what had happened in the life of the poor people, and then comment like this.
Rashid will be a Congress leader also says that in the past 11 years, what all you've done is against the Muslims.
See, when I speak about the transformative journey of India and the poor people of India, can Rashid Alvi tell me that ever we have discriminated while giving all these facilities and to bring changes in the life of the people, we have ever discriminated? While giving gas connections, while giving electricity connection, while giving connecting road to the villages, did we ever discriminated the people? When we construct highways, when we provide the low cost internet and data, whether we discriminate, it is just the appeasement have stopped. That is why Rashid Alvi and people like Rashid Alvi are speaking in such voice.
Do you think that this is why we've been rejected price because of the Rafael Fund thing and their corruption? They've been given recognition.
Certainly, now people of India have understood, and the entire narrative of Indian politics have changed after Modi coming into the central stage of Indian politics. As I mentioned in my speech, a briefing also, that the narrative of Indian politics have changed from appeasement to the developmental politics. So when developmental politics have come into picture in the mainframe, now people have started comparing the other 55 years with the journey of 11 years, and they find that these 11 years we have kept and we have honored the words what we have spoken. जो किया है वो करके दिखाया है.
Also, seeing the sector, you think that it has not penetrated in Tamil Nadu. Where you see union government's 11 years successful, there in Tamil Nadu.
See, in a federal structure, many of the schemes are being implemented by the state governments or through the state governments. It is the responsibility of the state governments to implement the schemes properly and with transparency in the state, in their respective states. I feel that some of the states have failed to perform their duty, and people of those states, they are clearly seeing in this era of technology, they are clearly seeing the difference of their state and other development in other states. That is why state after state, the BJP is coming into power, and Congress and other parties are going out of power.
Sir, in the last 11 years, you mentioned that there are no scams. But CAGS flagged off a major scam in Ayushman Bharat, where 7.5 lakh accounts were merged with a single number, phone number. And even the highways, rupees 251 crore was spent for a kilometer in Meerut highways.
See,
So don't you consider all these as scams?
see, these are the observations of CAG. And the process of CAG, there are various stages where these type of observations, why this had happened and how this had happened, can be eliminated or cleared. So it is, please give us some time. Let us see what exactly had happened because of the cost of land, because that is the major cost in the infrastructure is the cost of the land, and the cost of land is to be decided by the district collector and the state governments. If in any such case the state governments or the cost of land has increased erroneously or illogically, then it is a point to just to check that. Otherwise, I think the scams are there were the scams where the 2G Ghotala was there, and the coal gate Ghotala was there, and the coal Ghotala was there, and the spectrum Ghotala was there, and the defense procurement Ghotala was there. There were the lakhs of crore rupees Ghotalas were there. This, we cannot compare all these things with those scams and Ghotalas.
Even 2G scam, it was like around 1.76 lakh crores. But that was even, Raja was even released. There's no.
I think that is.
That was given in your government only.
No, it was given by the court. So please,
Under your
please,
government.
please, and not courts are not under our government. Please don't say like this. Thank you.
Sir, particularly Prime Minister Narendra Modi taking Tamil is the 5,000 years old language, and I speaking in Sabha. So, but we are going to lot of research in Tamil Nadu, Kiradi, but still now central government cannot recognize that report.
See those reports which you are talking about. They have not been scientifically, the findings which you are mentioning about, I am aware of that, but they are not technically well supported and established yet. Lot of the things are to be done before recognizing or giving accreditation to the findings which are being presented by the archaeologist who had done that survey. Let them come with more results, with more data, more evidences, more proofs, because only one finding cannot change the discourse. So people putting up on the positions, they are trying to use that to just to grow the regional sentiments. That is not fair. We have to be very, very cautious on these things. Let us let the research be completed on all the parameters, and then we will take it
What
on.
type of scientific research you want?
Let that we will discuss later. This is not the platform where we can discuss all these scientific things here. Please.
There is a lot of politics involved in it, sir, because
So that is why I am saying let that people, technical people with technical evidences and technical basis, let them declare. This is not the this is not this is not the thing which is to be decided by the politicians. This is a subject of historians and archaeologists. Let them do their job, please.
Sir, the DMK government here says that BJP government doesn't have the, they don't want to accept the ancientness of the Tamil culture.
We do accept. We do accept. Our Prime Minister, as you have only mentioned, that he recognized and he says that this is the most ancient language. He is that's a civilization of thousands of years. So I think you should not tell it like this that BJP.
They are saying it.
I am not liable to comment on what they are saying. Please excuse me for that.
Because you are the minister in charge for the DSA.
So that's why I have said that let it be decided by the archaeologists and historians on the facts and the technical things, and then we will come up with that. Can you please speak up a little?
Over the past 11 years, what is considered as BJP's achievement, most impactful achievements in Tamil Nadu?
See, if I have to say countrywide, then I would like to tell you that in 2014, the way the governments were functioning in most of the times in our country, the people of India, because of the corrupt practices, because of the nepotism, because of the appeasement, politics of appeasement, people of India and the common people of India have lost the hope in the started losing the hope in the democratic system in our country. In this 11 years of time, the biggest achievement of Mr. Modi, which is maybe Tamil Nadu or in the Assam or in Rajasthan or in state of Jammu Kashmir, all across the India, the hope and the trust in democracy have been re-established and reinforced in the mindset of the people. The democracy which we have earned by giving millions of lives, the trust for democracy has been reinforced and re-established under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi. Thank you.
Tell me about, sir, Tamil Nadu. Sir, you said that idols have been brought back.
Next minute.
600 plus idols have been brought back in India.
Is there any of Tamil Nadu because still
It's not Tamil Nadu, it's India, it's Indian heritage. So there is a list which we can provide it to you. There is a huge list of Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu it is there. Again